Hi everyone, so here is the final question in math this week. Don't mind my 2-year-old singing in the background there. So the question that you had to do was a base 10 question. So it had base 10 blocks in the picture. Now I don't have base 10 right now, so I'm just going to draw my picture out. I have 2 and 46 thousandths here, which means that my, not my flat, sorry, my big cube is represented by 1. So I have 2 of them, which is why I have 2 up here. I have no flats. So I have 0 tenths because it takes 10 flats to make 1. So that's what we have, a tenth, 1/10. Then we have 46, so 46 thousandths, okay? So it takes 1,000 of these to make 1. That's why they're thousandths, right? These are hundredths because it takes 100 rods to make 1. So that's why we call those hundredths. And we're breaking this up into 3 groups. So I have my 3 circles drawn here. Okay, so I'm going to start with my largest part of the number, which is my whole, and I have 2 wholes, and I have to break that into 3. Now, I can't do that because there's only 2 there, so I'm going to do some regrouping. I have to break this up. So I'm going to take these 2. I'm just going to actually, maybe I'll use a different color. I'm going to take these 2, I'm going to circle them because I'm going to show you that I'm working with these 2 blocks. And I'm actually going to go down here and I'm going to break them up into flats. And there we go. So I broke those down into 20 flats because 10 flats make up a cube. So I have 2 cubes, so I have to make 20 flats there. So now I can take those 20 flats and I'm going to divide those 20 flats into my 3 different groups here. Okay, so I did that. I took 18 of my 20 flats, so I have 2 left here. So I put them in my 3 groups, and I have 2 left, so I can't go any further with dividing those flats up. So because I can't go any further, again, I have to regroup again. So I have to take my flats and I have to break them down further. So they're going to be rods, right? Because we know 10 rods make up a flat. So I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to break those down. Okay, so there they are. Broke them down into 20 rods. So now I have 20 plus the 4 I have up here, remember. So I have 24 rods. And lucky me, 24 is divisible by 3. So 24 divided by 3 is 8. So that means I'm going to put 8 of my rods in each of my groups here. So I'm going to break that down a little bit further for you. All right, there we go. So I took my rods and I put 8 rods in each of my groups there. So now all I'm left with are my 6 thousandths. And again, there's 6 and I can take each one of them. I'm going to divide them up into my groups and I'm going to get 2. I don't think I have to stop my camera for this part. I can do this part. Right with my camera live here. So I'm going to take my last 6 and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I used up all of my blocks and now I have 3 equal groups. So if I was wondering what 2 and 46 thousandths divided by 3 equals, I could do it this way. I could solve it this way, drawing a picture. And the answer is what's in one of these groups. So if I take a look, I have no or 0 whole numbers here. So what is going to be represented here is going to be 0 and 682 thousandths. So that is your answer for the last question. It would be, don't need a question mark anymore. It's going to be 682 thousandths.